let's see. That works. Doo-doo-doo. All right, 23rd of November, and we are expecting a 400-meter ship. Hell yeah. Hey Ziggy. Hey Toast. Q, there we go. Haha! Great news! We are expecting a big boy. It literally just left the birthing area. Good afternoon, EG. So it should be here in like 1 to 2 hours. I think probably most likely like an hour and 45 minutes. We'll see it come by. Sweet. Dude, the timing was perfect. The wife came home from whatever she had to do. And that moment I saw 2 tugboats next to the 400 meter in the port. And I was like, this is the bad signal. We have to go out and catch it. Hey, Uthi. There's also a Ro-Ro very nearby. Yeah, he's actually behind the pier right now, so we'll see it in a minute. Today we're back to the regular setup, not the rain setup. Hello, Mehan May. Hello, hello. But I did order an HDMI field monitor, so that should arrive tomorrow. So maybe I can use it for tomorrow's stream. We'll see. Let me put on some warm gloves because it is still chilly. The wife made me tea because I like rushed out the moment I saw that's a 400 meter. She was like, I'll make some tea. I was like, hell yeah, tea. Wait, did she fill it up to full or what? What is this? Oh, it's fine. There we go. It's again orange tea today. Oh, hell yeah. So yeah, 400 meters, 61 meter big ship coming. That's going to Southampton. So she's not going to be super full, I think. She's doing her tour of Europe. So I don't know if this is a is an STI. Oh no, it's better than an STD. Hang on. Ooh, the tea's warm. Very warm. I'm looking really forward to the HDMI monitor though. That will make my life so much easier. Because now I have to like spin my head towards where the camera is pointing to see the camera screen, and I won't have to do that anymore. So yeah, there's a big Ro-Ro. I do see something cool. Something we don't see on Fridays. And not even that much in winter. There's a little sailing vessel over there. Also, look how quiet the water is. For those of you who were here yesterday, or maybe if you want to check the YouTube bot for it, there was some crazy wave action going on yesterday. We saw some of the smaller boats really struggle to do anything. There's also a big Ro-Ro that passed when I wasn't here yet, even it was already passed when a Wallenius Wilhelmsen Ro-Ro. Also going to Antwerp. The Minizadubl. Oh yeah, also new overlay thingy, new colors. Tweaked it a little bit. And I think the most important, well, most notable thing is the speed is on there now. How many knots it's going. And also the chat message will also say how much knots it's doing. I might add kilometers an hour as well to it, but I feel like the message is getting longer and longer and it's turning into a wall of text at some point. So I do want to avoid having walls of text. Of course, it remains to be seen if it all works, the speed. I think it will be fine, but yeah, we'll see if there's any bugs. And yeah, if you want to know, you can always do the KN command, right? So that's good. It's quite busy on the river actually. Oh, there's even a bulk carrier coming as well. Coming from Antwerp. I also saw a bulk carrier on the canal coming from Ghent while I was driving here. I overtook it Hey, Katie. So we should probably see that one as well at some point. This is the Jabal Al-Khwar on the way to Tampa in the US. Wow, she has a long journey ahead of her. 200 meters, 32 meters wide, 9.7 meters in the water. Currently sailing at, there it is, 13.7 knots. Marshall Islands flag, built in 2014. There we go. Good. It's nice to be out on the river. It's much more enjoyable than yesterday, I can already tell. So the wind yesterday was coming straight from the northwest. So it was blasting me straight in my face all day. Now it's coming from the south. So my car is literally protecting me from the wind. And probably also the berm behind us is also doing something. But yeah, it's really good now. And the crazy thing is that, so yesterday we had, what is it, like 3-4 degrees, feels like -1 or something. Tomorrow we'll have 17 degrees. So tomorrow I'll be here with my t-shirt. Okay, I see the Ro-Ro. We have to choose, the Ro-Ro's closer, I think. There she is. Not sure where she came from. There she is. The Morning Post on the way to Antwerp, coming from Rotterdam. Okay. So she's also doing her tour of Europe before she goes long distance. 200 meters, 35 meters wide, 8.5 meters in the water, 13.6 knots. Marshall Islands, built in 2014. Oh, another really cool thing about the 400 meter one that's coming, it's brand spanking new. It's built this year. I don't know which month, but it is built in 2024. So it should be a very good looking ship, right? If it's that new. Although yesterday we saw one built in 2024 as well, and that one was battered as hell. Little general cargo ship behind it, I think. So as you don't know what this is a parking garage on the water. It's filled with vehicles. When was she built? 2014. 10 years old, the ship. It's about to hit puberty. Actually, no. 10 years is like halfway its lifespan for most ships. Visibility is good again today. Just gotta hope that it doesn't rain. It doesn't look like it, but you never know. Not sure if you guys can hear the wind noise. It's really battering my car. I might be able to close the lid a little bit more. There we go. No, then I don't see the ships myself. Okay, that's better. The Eucora. Eucor. She's definitely leaning into the wind a little bit, so the wind is hitting her from the side right now. You can literally see her lean a little bit. That's the wind battering her side. Yeah, she's hanging quite a bit actually. Maybe if I zoom out, you see it better. She's hanging to the left. Hey Lynette. Good, no, not good morning, good afternoon for me at least. I think today our biggest enemy will be daylight. Yo! I heard that.
Fake host monster just subscribed. 55 month. Happy to be here to support your new direction of content, and I wish you continuing success.
Thanks, dude. They have 55 months of Prime. That's a long, long time. Thank you. And thank you for all the help with the AI and everything, you know. You've been very active. Hey, Silver Molly. Ahoy. Let's quickly look at the bulk carrier that's coming by. So this one here is going to Tampa in the US. So they have a long journey ahead of them. The Asyat. But its name is the... Oh, the name's rusted off actually. Can't really see. The Jabal Al-Quar, that's the name. And in a minute, she's gonna get sniped. Wow, the Morning Post is hauling ass. She's going speedy. Wow, look at that. Just look at her bow. You can just make out her bulge. "25 kilometers an hour. I guess the tanker's just going a bit slower. Yeah, she looks like a speedy girl. Wow. 2 bridges as well, one on the side here, and then you'll see it in a minute, one on the back. Big bridge structure that can be lowered to roll on and roll off the cars. Slightly. Maybe it's just an optical illusion because she's closer to us. Look at her lean to the left. That's just the wind ramming up against her. Especially now she's getting extra wind from, she's by the canal opening. So there's even more wind there, I feel like, over the water. She's really leaning. Great to see. Hey Tiger. Hello dude. How are you? Also hello to the people on YouTube. I see you. 4 peeps watching. Probably 3 because one of them is me watching the chat. So yeah, for those of you who just rolled in, there's a 400-meter ship coming. It just left port like when I started the stream, so it should be at least another hour until it gets here. I would even say more like an hour and a half-ish. I'll check on radar in a minute how she's progressing. But there's plenty of other ships that are gonna come by in that hour. So the river's definitely decently busy today, I would say. What is that back bar? Is that a solar panel on the back? Like the black structure. Almost looks like solar panels or something. You guys can probably see better, me and my small camera screen. Hopefully tomorrow we have the big screen that we can use. We're also joined by Steven Seagal today. Oh, there he is. Being an ass, as he always is. Steven Seagal for you. He's looking for crabs to eat, I feel like. We've seen him eat a crab twice now. The Abacap was the one that we just saw. Does this speed work for the small ones as well? Yeah, they do. 9.1 knots. There's some more smaller general cargo ships coming as well from over there, from the looks of it. And then a bigger, is that a tanker or bulk carrier? Can't really tell. Might be a bulk carrier. Hey, Meaty. Hey, Mikey. You got Stormbird? I heard about Stormbird. There's a lot of wind here as well, but the good thing it's coming from the south here, and yeah, that makes it very, very good because I can sit in my car and I'm completely sheltered from it, so I'm not that cold today. For once. Is the Sapsan the first one here that's on the way? Coming from an anchor point as well. Oh, the wife is in the chat. Everybody behave. Mrs. Wifer's on YouTube chat. Everybody behave. This is the Francisca then. They're all coming from anchor because it was pretty busy the last week and a half in front of the coast. A lot of ships on anchor. 145 meters, 18 meters wide, currently 5.1 meters in the water, sailing at 10.6 knots, sailing under the Antigua and Barbuda flag, built in 2011. What an exotic ship, coming all the way from Antigua and Barbuda. The big one, the Francisca is the big one, or no, the Sapsan is the big one, and then the Francisca is a close one. Wait, we can use the digital zoom. Yeah, this is the, I can clearly see the name now. This is the Francisca. Interesting superstructure. Look at that small, narrow superstructure and the bridge hanging over it on the sides. You don't see that on these small boats often. And we'll see her in a minute when she's closer. Don't forget to like, Mrs. Wyver. We need all the likes we can get on the YouTube. Growing that YouTube channel ever so slightly. My car is literally wobbling from the wind. Luckily today the camera is on the ground, not in the car. So less shakiness. Hey Peter. Good afternoon. Oh, look at that beautiful moth color toast on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Ring the bell icon. Yeah, if you want to stay updated on when I stream, because there is, like, this is I would call this a pop-up stream, because we have a 400 meter ship on the way. So it was an ideal opportunity to come out today. So if you don't want to miss those, maybe put on some kind of alert on YouTube, Twitch, or Discord is another option where you can get alerts for the channel. I'm doing some logistical stuff for the minute, so bear with me. Trying to attach my phone mount to the tripod in a way that's convenient. Oh, this might work actually. It's pretty neat. Let's try it out. Ooh. I got one of those clamps on Temu. It's not the best quality in the world. You seen it yesterday already? The 400 meter one? Did it come in yesterday and did you catch it? You're living close to the water. Gas, good afternoon. For all of you who rolled in, the big boy is still, I think, at least... how is it? Oh, that's the thing. Okay, the big ship is at least another hour out, so you have time to grab some snackies or do some other stuff first. Yeah. Oh God, I need a better clamp for this freaking Temu. There we go. That's better. It was being unloaded. Oh, okay. You saw it in the port. Cool. Cool. Wait, are you working on boats, Peter? Can I join you on a boat ride with the stream? You gotta make contact with the port of Antwerp so we can stream there without getting in troubles. Okay, that's gonna be good. Now I did mount the wrong phone, so let's do it properly. Unfortunately not. Okay, cool. One can check. Today will be a rerun. Okay. And now I'm gonna put my gloves back on because it's chilly. Well, maybe before I fully put on my gloves, let's check the radar for our big boy. Yeah, she's a... I think they just uncoupled the lost tugboat from her, so she should be getting on her way now. Hey Dutch fella. Hello. Oh, sorry. Just too busy with the logistical stuff. Yeah, it's definitely much more enjoyable than yesterday, the weather. And tomorrow will be even better. I hope the sun will be out as well. Because they're talking 17 degrees, but I don't know if it will be sunny or not. Up to 17 degrees, so it'll probably be a bit less here. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting superstructure on this one. If you don't know what the superstructure is, it's the part where the bridge and all the facilities are on the ship. So that's the white thing over there at the back. It's called the superstructure. We have a Rusty's emote for the Rust. Is she rusty? I can't see on my smaller camera screen. Or accommodation, yeah. But I believe superstructure is the more used terms in the... I don't know. That's what I learned. Now we're gonna have to wait for a cup of tea. He's too close. I have to keep moving the camera now. That's what we need, some AI tracking for the ship, so I don't have to pan the camera manually. Now we have a superstructure command. Look at that. I would say she's pretty empty though, judging by how high she is in the water. She's probably in ballast mode. Or very lightly loaded at least. Look at the wind go. Wait, can I? Yeah, this will tell you how the wind is doing. Everything's going nuts. My car is continuously shaking. Camera's tilted again, isn't it? Dang it. That's better. Ship was sailing uphill. Now, well, I feel like it's still not balanced. I cannot trust the level on this tripod. It's so inaccurate. I don't understand it. It's that or I'm doing something really horribly wrong. I wonder if I untie this. No. Oh, it does make a little bit of a. Yeah, they're like this. Hang on. Anyway. Hey Zipty, good morning. Oh, good afternoon already for me. It's 2 p.m. But you're still in time. The 400-meter one has just left port, so it should be at least another hour until she gets here. I really want to get the level thingy for the camera itself. That will finally help me properly level the cam. Look at her bulge at the front. And then the little white cranes on it. Look at that Antigua and Barbuda flag of convenience. So if you missed it in the beginning of the stream, just as we started, the big 200-meter Roro came by as well. She's going to Antwerp over there. The next ship coming from is an old friend of the channel. Let's see. There she is. The Lord Lupo. We've seen Lord Lupo before, actually. I think this might be the third appearance of Lord Lupo on stream. Too bad it's not a friend of mine. So I would love a Lord Lupo raid. Wait, is he back on Twitch these days, or is he still on YouTube only? Oh, that's why you said it's an old friend. I thought you meant the streamer. Lupo. Gotcha. It's a regular, this one, yeah, for sure. I have a few regulars. That's a person? It's a streamer, Dr. Lupo. Used to be quite a big streamer. I haven't heard of him in a while now. Well, it is a game streamer, so I understand if you know it. Check the radar. I wonder that ship that was coming from Ghent, if that is a near. Let's check. Oh yeah, it's in the sluice now, the one that I saw driving here. That will be out in a little bit. What else is coming from the sea? Didn't really check. Anna Maria, another bulk carrier. Interesting cranes on that one. After that it's pretty quiet from the coastline. So all the action will have to come from the ports. Okay, got some time for tea now. Oh no, it's happening again. I feel like an old man now, but there's young guys on top of the dike here that are revving their engines. And then their girlfriends are filming them with iPhones or something, or with a phone. The stuff that's going down here. It's funny. Hang on. See if I can really quickly pan over there. So yeah, that's the car, girl. And there's two girlfriends. There's two girls making photos of the cars. You know, it gets good when a guy loves his car more than his girlfriend. Oh, what is that ship? Hang on. My glove. Look at me. That's just a little... It looked interesting with the two little things on the front. I don't know if it's like antennas or vents or something. We'll see here in a little bit. I'll beat it for the people who just rolled in. The 400-meter big boy still has to come. I think it will be at least another hour until it gets here. But it is on the way now, so we're expecting it. Again, I'm gonna align the camera. There we go. I like it. And the water is definitely not as wild as yesterday. This is the Lupo, and then behind there is a... that looks like an oil tanker to me. But she looks pretty empty as well, actually. So she might also be in ballast mode. Going somewhere to pick up... oh yeah, this is a Sapsan one, yeah. Chemical oil products tanker. 183 meters, 33, 6, 11 knots. Cool. 19 years old. Switch back to Lord Lupo for a little bit. Okay, I think the photo shoot's over. They're leaving again. Needs a little animated tugboat. Nah, that would be too disruptive in my opinion. I even simplified the animation with the new version, right? Because it just flies in and then goes down when it leaves. Look at that little bulge on the front. It's an interesting bulge. Very small. I wonder what this one is, where it's going. Such a tiny boy. The Beaumont. It's very French. Can you hear a Johnny car? You did actually. They were here for a photo shoot. It was the dude and then his two girlfriends were making photos of the car. Hey Bruce, it's a Dutch boat. A Beaumont. On the way to Spain. Wow, this thing is gonna go on this big open sea. Looks so tiny. 88 meters, 12 meters wide. Currently going 10.9 kilometers knots. Oh, Lupo sniping it. There she goes. Still need to check out on board. Yeah, it's definitely, what is it, a bulk? General cargo ship. Yeah, she's very full. She's completely filled up. But she looks so tiny to go all the way to Spain. She's barely any bigger than an inland ship. It's Dutch flagged. Yeah, but that's just because they're in the Netherlands, right? You have to also wave. So the flag at the back is the flag where they're registered, but then I think it's at the front. Yeah, you know, that's not a Dutch flag. That's a Belgian flag, actually. There she is. Creating some waves, the Sapsam. We're also pretty empty. Hey American, hello. Everyone, you're still on time. The big boat is still on the way. Should be at least another hour-ish. Yeah, there's a 400 meter, 61 meter wide one coming, and it's brand spanking new. It was built this year. So they don't get much bigger than that actually. There's only a few ships bigger than that in the world. So that one is coming by later. Doesn't look like she has a bulge, this one. You can even see the rudder at the back. Sticking all the way out of the water. And then that Marshall Islands flag over there. I wonder how fully loaded she will be, because she's going to Southampton. So I'm thinking she's about to end her European port trip, because I think she came from Bremerhaven or Hamburg before she came here. So she should be pretty full already for her long distance journey back to Asia. Or the US, but it's mostly towards Asia those big ships go. Look at that little boy. Fastlines.com, general cargo ship as well, I would think. Subzone totally blocking that view. She started smoking a little bit. Look at that. Turn on the afterburner. Oh, that's some very black smoke. Oh. The fast Herman is also pretty full. 5.3 meters underwater. And she's going to Nastvet in Denmark. A very considered vehicle, yeah. Oh, wow! Look, she really turned on the afterburner. She wasn't smoking until now. What is happening? Did she got fire or something? Oh my goodness. Dude, I feel like there's too many ads now. I need to tweak this. Hang on. That's not what we want. Twitch is going bad. But I put stuff to automatic for ads, and Twitch is going completely ham now on ads. Let me tweak that a little bit. Ads. Let's do. That's better. Do I have to save it or no? No. Okay. No more automatic ads, Twitch. Forever will be known afterwards. Fast Herman is what in Dutch is known as a kruiplijn coaster, which means she can lower her mast and also oh, okay. So she can lower the mast so she can go over very low bridges. So I learned that the very big boys, that like the 400 meter one that's coming later today, those are sometimes so high that there's power lines across the river towards Antwerp. Somewhere near Antwerp, there's power lines going across the river. And she has to actually lower her antenna to fit underneath those power lines. So the big ones sometimes have to if they're too high in the water, which is crazy. Because those lines are like 70 meters high or something. Oh, we went from black smoke to white smoke. We have a new pope, apparently. There's white smoke. A Dutch coaster. I'll try to remember that. No, it's cool that people share their maritime knowledge in the chat. We have a few of you guys now. I really appreciate that. It's always good to learn. She's drifting, this inlander. This is Dutch drift. Hey Lukai. Hey RJP. Shippies. Yeah, it's a big shippy coming. 400 meter shippy coming. 24,000 container. Let me check the capacity of the big boy that's coming. Is that her? Yep, that's her. She's definitely on pace to get here before dark, so that's good. Singapore Express TEU. Nominal intake is 23,664 containers. So this thing can carry 23,600 something containers. It's not the biggest one in the world. The biggest ones have above 24,000 capacity, but it's coming from where you are. Nice. Line up. So if you line up all the containers that will fit on that ship, we have a line of 143 kilometers of containers. That's sweet. I'm keeping my eye out because I think she'll become visible in like the next 20 minutes. I think we can see her on the horizon if she's fully loaded and pretty high in the water. We should see her behind the tree line in the distance. So I'll keep my eye out for her. Oh. Let's go the other way. So those of you who missed it, oh, Steven Seagal left us. Oh, there he is. Steven Seagal is here today as well, joining us. Oh, hang on, my tripod is loose. Uh-oh. Hey Susie, new overlay. Yeah, I did some tweaks, and most importantly, I added the current speed. So that's the speed the moment we request the info on the overlay, it pulls the speed of the ship. Norma. Oh, so is this Norma? On the way to Sluiskil. So she's gonna take a right-hand turn here, that means. 109 meters long, 18 meters wide, 7.5 meters in the water, sailing 5.5 knots, built in 2020. There's definitely a lot of activity today on the river. I like it. It's good. "10 kilometers an hour. I guess she's slowing down a little bit to take the turn here. Slowpoke. You're opening in Orval. Dude, I only have hot tea, but even the hot tea is more than welcome today. Oh, sorry. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, now I have time to drink some tea. So hello to the people on YouTube. I do see your messages if you type in the chat. Just so you know, you don't have to, but if you have questions, you're more than welcome to ask them. We'll try to answer them. If you think I'm crazy talking to myself, no, we're also live on Twitch, so there's a more active chat there. I should set up some commands, those for YouTube, but I'd rather have the people on YouTube stay on YouTube. Don't go to Twitch, don't join the dark side. She's really slowed down, I would say. She's almost not moving anymore. for the alert, KG. Appreciate that. Interesting bow design on this one. You just subscribed? Hell yeah. Thank you. I can't believe that tomorrow it's gonna be 7. Well, let's be optimistic. Let's be realistic and say it's gonna be 15 degrees tomorrow. I'm freezing again. Oh, that reminds. Oh, I gotta grab something from underneath me in a minute. I think I still have a little blankie with me I can put on top of me. Look at the bow design. Very narrow. So what is she? She's a chemical, yeah, I thought so. An oil tanker. A lot of structures on board. Oh, there's another bigger one coming from the coastline I see now. I was also wondering, let me check radar. There, when I looked at home, there was a container ship from Colombo, a 330 meter one, coming toward, but I think it might still be too far out. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Maybe it parked actually. I don't see it anymore on radar. Maybe they parked up. No room in port. Low tide? Yeah, it's very low tide right now. Oh, sorry. Pan a little. I keep battling with this ball joint thing. This is world's slowest ship now. It's done. You can get a good look at her up close though. Interesting. No, they overtake each other, the boats here. It happens a lot. Oh, I see someone on the bridge. It's probably the pilot or the captain. Walking around. I think she's waiting because there's the sluices right now is taken up by a big ship that's coming towards here. So she's. Oh no, my glove fell on the ground. Damn it! Hang on. Let me do some stuff here real quick. Okay. Oh no, the tea. Where do I put it? I just want to grab something from. Hang on. Tea goes on the ground. Grab this. That. And there we go. Good. Alright. And now we slide back into the car. It's cold and very windy. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Oh, that's good. Yes. Clean? What is clean? Your house. Let me check if the ship is coming already out of the sluice. Yeah, I was looking for the Sri Lankan one, but I can't find it anymore. Maybe it already came in before I was here. Interesting. Wait, there's a ship. Is that it? Anna Maria bulk carrier? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No, the big bulk carrier is still in the sluice. Told the people joining now, big boy's still on the way. Checking the horizon, but I cannot see it yet. That's where we lose her. So just around the corner there's the sluice where this one will go in. But it's currently taken up by a ship that's coming out. Meanwhile, another... Is it a bulk carrier or a... Can't tell yet. Is it a tanker? I think it's a tanker. I'm sure AI will tell us what this one is. This is the Marlin what a name, Aventurine. Marlin Aventurine on the way to destination not available. I assume Antwerp. Coming from an anchor point in front of the coast. 183 meters long, 32 meters wide, 9.8 meters in the water. She's pretty deep. Currently going 9 knots, sailing under the Marshall Islands flag, built in 2016. 18 years old. She just became an adult. Is it moving out? The other ship is coming out, so we should see her in a minute or 5. The ship that's leaving. The front is more underwater. Let's see. No, I think it's an optical illusion. She is leaning a little bit because of the south wind banging into her side. So she's leaning a little bit away from us, I would say. Like we saw with the Ro-Ro. Yesterday was wild on the river. It was one of the wildest days we've had, I think, on the river. But the difference with today is crazy, right? Because there's an equally strong wind as yesterday, I would argue, but it's coming from the south, so it's not coming from left to right on the water. And the water is much, much calmer now. Yeah, maybe she's a little bit heavy on the front. Could be. I do think she's doing her ballast thing. Let me do a digital zoom before they stop. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's a line. I thought this white line was water getting out of her. Yeah, I think it's an optical illusion, American, because the bow is curved, and from a distance it looks like the line is just bending, but it's actually just the curve of the bow. Or was it B6 who said that she's more underwater? So I think it's an optical illusion. She's rusty though. She's very rusty. Keeping my eye open for the ship that's about to leave the port here as well. Well, the canal. The water is bent. Yeah. Water is never straight. You know that, right? There's always a curve. Straight lines are a myth. Soon we will become the straight liners community. No, the curved liners, like the flat earthers. Cargo ship. This is a fuel tanker. A chemical oil products tanker. Could be anything inside, not really fuel. We're still awaiting our big 400-meter ship. I think she should be like an hour out right now. So we'll see. We should start seeing her very soon. The 400-meter big boy. Hey, Hammock. And there's also a big ship that's leaving Ghent. I keep looking to my right, but I still don't see it yet, coming out of the canal. Could be any moment now. Let's check the radar again. What's the name? It's in the title. Singapore Express. It can carry 23,000 something containers. Oh, she's still leaving the sluice ever so slowly. But yeah, she's a real rust bucket, this one. Look at the bottom of it. Even the Marlin Aventurine, the letters are rusty. She needs some love. As Akanda said yesterday in the chat, like, it's so important to keep them painted, because the moment the paint scraps off or is like damaged the paint, it will start rusting. I think this is a nice example of that. There's a lot of little bumps and bruises which scuffed off the paint, and then rust is there immediately. This is officially a floating rust bucket. Is that... Wait, is that ship reversing in? Hang on. Do a quick spin around. What is that? Is that... what? Where's the front? Where's the back? It's a strippy. Usually these inland vessels have the cabin in the back, right? Looks like this one has it in the front. It's that or he's reversing in. That is weird. The river drone. Going to Ghent. It is a river drone, yeah. That was interesting. Look at the wave she's creating. She's not very fluid dynamic. Okay, so now coming from the coastline, it gets very quiet. I don't see much else in the distance so far. But yeah, we are awaiting our big ship. From this angle, she looks back heavy. It's so the camera illusion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, yep, I got my first look on the Singapore Express. Yeah. Let's zoom in. So, that is the beginning of her. She's still behind land, so she has to snake around the long way. But that's our first look at her. It's crazy to think that there's a whole piece of land in between her and us. And yet you can still see her sticking out above everything. But yeah, there she goes. So it's a brand new ship built this year. Really cool. It's always fun to see them behind the trees and everything. Gives you a bigger sense of how big these things are. She's pretty full as well, so that's exciting. Although she still has to go to Southampton to load and, well, unload as well. To shift some cargo. She's so big that you can clearly see her with the naked eye from in the distance. She's so big. Really cool. Might zoom for a minute. I wonder what's going on over there. Is that like smoke or something? What is that white stuff? Oh, that's it's silos. Dang it. I thought it looked like smoke from my naked eye. Never mind. Yeah, not much coming from the coastline right now, as you can see. Vlissingen City in the distance, but there's not much along the whole snake route they do. Nice one that we saw earlier. Alright. I hear the big ship coming actually. Let's wait for her. Oh yeah, there she is. Wait. Oh, there you can see her already. What's up, Ezzy? The Rostrum Antarctica. Interesting name for a boat. Rostrum Antarctica. So she's empty, by the way. She's pretty high in the water. She probably unloaded in Ghent, and now she's heading off. Oh, dude, this guy's drifting. Look at him leaning. Okay. The Rostrum Antarctica going to St. Petersburg. So we're gonna go to St. Petersburg to load up some more bulk stuff, and then we'll pay Russia. What's the meaning of VB? I don't know, it probably has a meaning, but all the tugboats here are called VB. What cam I am using? Oh yeah, there it is. We have the cam command. She's also leaning. There's people on deck there. Just about done rolling up all the mooring lines. VB stands for veerboot. Is that the Dutch name for tugboat? We call it, in Belgium, we call it sleepboot, so it would be SB. Oh, dude, look at the waves it creates behind her. Look at those curves. That's sick. These are like the muscle cars of the water, right? They have so much horsepower in such a small vessel. Yeah, veerboot doesn't mean tugboat, so. We might need to update our command, fix some stuff in it. I might look into it, see what the actual explanation is. Blame Copilot AI. Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, maybe disable the command, or is it a command? Oh no, you just do it. It's not even a command. That's fine. That's fine. So in the Netherlands, it's also sleepboot. Yeah, just as in Belgium. We also call them sleepboot, which is a literal translation of tugboat. Going all the way to St. Petersburg. Let's hope she doesn't rip out a cable while she does that. Yeah, veerboot is a ferry boat, basically. Another quick look at our big boy that's coming in. That big thing in the distance, floating behind the whole town now. You can even see the church. That is the big boy coming. There's one spot over there I would like to spot at some point when I have the dual cam setup. Because you get like, I think you get like 20 meters away from it if you're standing there by the water. It's about where he is, I think, now. That's the spot where you get really, really close to them. Next to that little town, village, not really a town. Dude, I do love this camera. I can't even see that inland ship with my naked eye. Alright. A little inland vessel here going to Ghent as well. The Columbia. One day you need your own boat, yeah. I saw a YouTube video this morning about in Belgium, well, it's probably around the world they have them, but in Belgium they have it as well, is that you can rent a boat and then you can go on an inland cruise by yourself. You don't need any license or experience to steer them. You can just get a little introduction and then you can go on a 7-day trip with your own boat. It's really cool. I would love to do that. And it's expensive, but not like insanely expensive. So it might actually be that something that I could do in the future. It would be really fun. And I would probably take the stream along, of course. We could all sail the inland rivers together. Incomplete name on this boat, Tanker and. No, you think, oh yeah. VB stands for Vincent Boluda. The Boluda towage is in the hands of Vincent Boluda. Ah, look at that. EG knows he's a local, so that's interesting. To see if Alcohol would let me on. I don't know if they're allowed to from there. Is it their own boat? I guess if it's their own boat, they can, but if they're just captains. Sorry. But yeah, I would be really interested to do the little private, your own boat cruise. That would be really, really sweet. So bottom line is, VB has a little bit of ego stroking for the guy owning the company. How tiny that ship is compared to the massive freighter behind it. You can see about you sailing from Rotterdam to Tunisia. Ooh, yeah. Definitely stay in touch, Dutch fella. That will be sweet. Okay, a little spoiler, but it might not work out at all. Where is it? There it is. So, but I'm just gonna say, there's a really, really cool crane ship on the way to Rotterdam right now. It left Mexico like 3 days ago. It should arrive in Rotterdam around December 14th. And it's like 140 meters wide, the ship. It's like 2 ships in one. It's a massive crane ship. And if it all works out and it arrives in daytime, then I might do a trip to Rotterdam to spot that one. But it's a very maybe. We'll have to see if the timing works out. But yeah, that might be a really cool trip to Rotterdam to do. Let me know if you go to Rotterdam. I'll definitely inform you in the Discord, so make sure you're in there. Oh, there it is. Uthi linked me the ship, actually. He found it. Yeah, so, what, the beam? Isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, so it's 382 meters long, and it's 124 meters wide, the ship. What is its name, Uthi? So people can look it up on Radar if they're interested. I'm sure you have the name as well. It's something universe. Something universe, I think. It looks ridiculous in the photos. If you look it up, well, once Uthi posts the name, or if he can post the name. The Pioneering Spirit. That's the name of the ship. Pioneering Spirit. Look it up. It looks ridiculous. So it would be absolutely amazing if we could catch that one coming into Rotterdam. And well worth the trip there. Already see the name on the hull now, the Hapag-Lloyd. Yeah, that's about the point where she's gonna make a turn towards us. Doesn't even fit in a canal. I don't think it will. I don't know if it can go through here. I don't know actually. Apparently it can go into Rotterdam because it's going there right now. So Rotterdam's big enough to fit. Yeah, so the ETA is December 14, which would be perfect because it's a Saturday, so I can come out to Rotterdam for 1 or 2 days. You could spot there, it would also be sick. But then, yeah, there's the weather. Will it arrive then? Will it be later? Will it be earlier? We'll have to see. Another thing is, will there be daylight? Because it's about the shortest, that period is like the shortest days of the year. I think the 20th or the 21st of December is the shortest day. So, yeah, we'll see. That ship is 10 nautical miles away. There we go. I mean, there's not much else to fill right now. There's a small general cargo ship coming, I think, but we're not gonna. Let's focus on the big boy in the distance. It's 20 kilometers. Yeah, it's dark by 4, so it really will have to work out, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna monitor it, and if it works out, then I'll be in Rotterdam to see it for sure. And of course, once spring comes and the weather improves and it's nice and warm outside, I will also be in Rotterdam again for spotting. And I'll be in Rotterdam for TwitchCon, so then we'll also do spotting. It's 400. The length is 477 meters. I think that's fucked up there. At 7 cinema, but that ETA is not to be trusted. There are so many factors that will and can change the actual time. Yeah. Can you post that in the mob chat, the broken thing for this ship, for the crane ship? It might be something specific that I have to do for those types of ships. But then I know to look into it. Thank you, mods. So yeah, it can arrive later, it can arrive in the middle of the night. It's shipping, you never know. You really never know. Oh, that's another general cargo ship. It looked funky from where I'm sitting. You have that one coming, a little inland vessel coming out as well. It would be cool to see her make the turn in a little bit. You're an AIS receiver at home? No, I just use explain publicly to do the overlay. But yeah, it's custom built by myself. The ship info. Oh yeah, I think she's turning now. Can't see it. She's getting smaller. I have a factory of monkeys typing the details on typewriters. Exactly. If I want to see a ship stuck in ice, check the disk. I'll check it after the stream. That's interesting. Where was that? Were you on it? Ship stuck in ice. I would think that usually happens in the Nordics more. You were? Oh, sweet. That's cool. Let's give a little bit love to this little, is it a tanker? Can't really tell from over here. I think it looks like a tanker. Maybe the AI will figure it out. The Othello chemical oil products tanker going to Gonfreville. Where the hell is that? Someone know? Gonfreville. Sounds very French to me. So probably somewhere in France. 104 meters long, 17 meters wide, currently 5.7 meters in the water, sailing at 50 knots. Built in 2014 and has the Cyprus flag. And I would also say that she's pretty empty. Look at her bulge sticking out. What a good bulge. We do have the bulge emote. Gonfreville is a commune in the Manche department in the northwestern of France. There we go. So she's not going that far. We learned some geography here as well. Meanwhile, am I able to get her in frame? There she is. The Singapore Express in the background. Making the turn any moment now. Is it also GIFO? Yeah, we've seen a lot of these GEFO company ones. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Come on, camera. I believe in you. There you go. GEFO. Gesellschaft für Oiltransporten. So it's basically company for oil transport in German. Oh, it says... Damn it. I translated it from my head and then it says behind it, company for oil transport. Here I was flexing my German knowledge for no reason at all. Look at that bulge. Looks good. No, it did translate it correctly. are you? Jesus, here we go. You guys want to put on your binoculars? Hang on. He's looking straight towards us now. I can't believe how good this camera can zoom. It's nuts. I know it's bulb, I know it's bulbous bulb, but I think it's just funny to call it a bulge. I know, I'm not. I mean, it kind of looks like a bulge. You cannot unsee it once you've seen it. Oh, wind picking up a little bit. Right, we'll see her in a little bit. She's making her way towards us. Not much else on the river going on, except this one drifting, by the looks of it. And then we do have another little shippy coming. Oh, and even another one behind it, the red one there, also coming our way. The terminology was forced into me. Calling something by the wrong name as an apprentice is not accepted. Like calling the galley the kitchen. That's cool. Bodie McBoatface. I assume that one is a general cargo ship that's coming our way. The little one. On the right. Looks like it has some containers on it. Oh, look at that lowrider in front of it. How low can you go? Well, she's not that low in the water, and indeed, it's containers. The New York City on the way to a destination, and no, from what? From Ochten? In the Netherlands, interesting. 110 meters long, 12 meters wide, currently... Wait, no, that's not the correct one, right? New York City? Oh, the lowrider was... Okay, that's... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The BF Philip, the bigger one, is on the way to what? Segot via NOK. Okay. It's a container ship officially, not general cargo. 116 meters, 18 meters wide. Built in 1996. She's an oldie. That is old. We got an elderly ship coming by. Seagot is Gothenburg. Oh, okay. Via the North-Ostsee Canal. I'll try to remember that Seagot is Gothenburg. Makes sense. Wow, the wind is really hammering down on us right now. Whew. I should have known, because often you see the ones that come here with the B-E-A-N-T. So yeah, that's Belgium, Antwerp. NL Terneuzen, that's where we are. NL TNZ actually. Yeah, I would still recognize TNZ. Terneuzen. Oh, it's getting chillier already. Ooh, it's only 3 p.m. No, you didn't, Schnurdo. She is right over there. She's on her way. Should be another half an hour until she's in front of us, I think, from over there. So you're right on time. Yeah, tomorrow 50. So tomorrow I will also stream. I don't know if it will be in the mornings or in the afternoon. We'll see. Usually when I wake up, I just look at the radar, see if there's anything interesting or not. So, but yeah, tomorrow should be nice. 15 degrees out. I'll be able to stand here in my t-shirt. Now I'm sitting in the back of my car under a blanket. So it's going into the canal towards Ghent, the New York. Meanwhile, you have this elderly ship coming by, built in 1996. How do I find out about the cool, interesting things? Somebody links it to me, or I see a post on Facebook or whatever. It's not that I actively research it. I think it was Uthi Boy who saw that one, and he linked it to me, one of the moderators. I think Facebook is one of the biggest sources for my maritime news these days. Almost everything I get there recommended now, it's about shipping and maritime stuff, so it's very convenient to learn things. It's because I have an active Facebook, basically. So I have almost no connections on Facebook. I am in almost no groups at all. So the moment I like one thing, the whole thing gets the whole algorithm on Facebook is like, yeah, he wants to see maritime stuff. Uzi Boy was browsing shippies on Wiki. There you go. That's how he found it. How is the vibe on ship spotting? I have no idea. I'm not in groups. On purpose. I would want to be in Facebook groups. I once was in Facebook groups for geocachers when I was geocaching more, and it was horrible. People are just rude and obnoxious. That's Facebook for you. All right, quick recap for all the new people who rolled in. So we're waiting on our big target for today. It will probably also be the last ship of the day, because after that it might get very dark. There's the 400 meters Singapore Express coming. 61 meters wide. 23,500 something containers can fit on that, which if you put them in a line would be over 140 kilometers long. So that's a lot of stuff on that ship. It's going to Southampton right now, which might be its final stop before doing the big long distance journey, assumably to Asia or maybe to America, but I think mostly Asia. These big boys. So she's coming our way. We'll be here in a little bit. In the meanwhile, we have this little oldie ship coming by. So don't forget to drop a follow or subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube. There's now 21 people on YouTube. I can see your chat messages. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Don't be shy. It's always fun to answer questions or learn from you guys as well. have to say it's getting darker already. It's 3 p.m. I'm really not a winter guy. I don't like it. Oh, what is that thing? Hang on, I see something that I want to check out. Is that a ro-ro ship behind the... It is. Oh, is that the who we saw come in yesterday? That's already leaving? Wait, no. The who we saw yesterday had no letters on her. So I'm not sure if it's the same that we saw it come in. Interesting. Oh, we'll pick her. She's not that far behind the Hu Yokohama. Yeah, no, we saw another one come in yesterday. Another Hu. Okay, so the Hu will probably be the last ship of the day then. I'll wait for her. If we have enough daylight left. So this is the BF Philip. On the way to Gothenburg via the Noord-Oostkanaal. Something we learned. But yeah, she's an oldie, 96. So she's 28 years old this year then. Wow. For ships, that's, especially for cargo ships, that's a big age. Not that heavily loaded as you can see. A few containers on it, but judging by the racks you see there next to the superstructure, she can be loaded at much higher, I think, than she is right now. Photo showed it 4 stacks above that. Yeah, that seems about the brackets that I zoomed in on. It was about 4 layers. We can also see her little bulge sticking out in the front, or bulb. Of course, can't miss her. She looks so massive already. The Singapore Express coming. This little tiny boat coming. I'm gonna say that this is also an oil chemical products tanker. Yes. The Elsa Esberger on the way to Le Havre in France, 99 meters, 16 meters wide, sailing under Portugal flag. It's called Tears A-Trap. These have containers in the front and it's still lower in the... It's an optical illusion. She's... actually, no, you're right. No, you're right. She's a bit lower in the back. Maybe it's just the shape of the... Yeah, no, she's definitely lower at the back. Interesting. Hey DNL, everybody who just rolled in, you're still in time. She's on her way. We see her in the distance. Well, we've been seeing her for a while now, but she's getting a lot closer. I think another 20-ish minutes and she's here. Meanwhile, we have the Esberger going to Le Havre in France. Drink some more tea. That's a cool shot. the big container ship behind her. Oh God, don't do that song, Toast. I have to hear it so many times at home. Please don't. Although I have to listen to the Dutch version. What is that? What is that guy doing? Hang on. What is he doing? Is he catching crabs or something? There's like stuff with him. Must be fishing for stuff, I guess. What do we think he's catching? Crabs? Oysters? Mussels? Mussels? I mean, there are mussel banks on this river, so it's possible. Street mussels. Interesting. Yeah, let's not bother the man too much. Here's Elsa. I don't remember following the channel, but I think past me. It's very relaxing. I'll come fast. It's the reason I do it. Yeah, I used to do geocaching more. That was more my thing, but kind of burned out on that. I still geocache, but off stream. But yeah, it's mostly... I do this because it relaxes me. I discovered it off stream. And I found it very relaxing just to sit here by the river watching the ships go by. And yeah, now we're streaming it. And it's also really cool to see these big ships. Like the one that is coming right now. It might be our next big ship actually. So let's go there. There she is. 400-meter Singapore Express. Yeah, so I was doing this first. I have an alt channel where I do tests and other shenanigans on. And I was doing it there first, the ship spotting. And then I think somebody said to me, oh, thanks for streaming this. It was very relaxing. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly why I'm here. Why I come to this spot. And so I was like, oh, it translates to a stream as well, the relaxing vibe. So here we are. With 136 people joining in. There she is. So 399 meters. So to be complete, it's 399.9, I think, if you look her up. The reason she stays below the 400 mark is just for, yeah, port taxes and all that stuff. Because I guess there's a scale starting from 400 to higher. And then 61 meters wide. That width is mostly determined by the Panama and Suez Canal. Because that's how wide they can be to fit through there. And she's currently 12.8 meters underwater. So from what you see the ship, there's something called drought. And that means there's still 12 meters of her below the waterline. Vessel Finder says 400. Yeah, they also round it up. 399.9. See, there we go. So they just leave it 10 centimeters below 400 to stay on the lower scale for payments. It's interesting to me. She's built in 2024, so she's brand new from this year, and she's sailing under the German flag. And that's interesting to me because a lot of the times you see these big ships going for the flag of convenience for Liberia or Marshall Islands, or we had a few Antigua and Barbuda flags today as well on the stream. So it's interesting that she's German. Well, cool. And then her container capacity is 23,664 containers. That are the smaller containers. The containers you're used to seeing most of the time is the 40-foot unit container, and that is just this number divided by 2. So what is that, like 11,000, 12,000 something. 12,000 something containers that you're used to fit on it. If you would line up all the containers that fit, if she's fully filled up, it would create a line of 144 kilometers. That gives you maybe more of a sense of how much stuff is on these ships. It's interesting to see the difference between the bridge tech on the newer versus older ships. Yeah, they keep innovating, right? A thing I noticed is that there's now this new generation of methanol ships. There's one that left Antwerp during the night, actually, so I wasn't able to catch it. And they have the bridge completely at the front of the ship. And then there's only one small chimney at the back. While all of these ones, these older generation, bigger ones, although it's brand new, this ship, they have like 2 superstructures, right? There's the, if we zoom in already a little bit, spoilers. So there's the bridge and the accommodation stuff in the front. And then in the back, there's a whole second superstructure with a chimney across the whole width of the ship. Those new ones don't have that, from what I saw. This one is also using LNG? Really? Wow. Interesting. Oh yeah, it says on there, a cleaner future for shipping. I just see it now on the front. I assume this is their newest ship from Hapag-Lloyd. What is that yellow thing? We care. They care. Okay. What is in the containers? Everything and anything you can think of. That will go from food to big industrial stuff, small, literally anything you can think of will be on that ship. There's so much stuff on it. There's a YouTube video that's gone pretty viral last week about how they load the ships. That there's like a whole loading plan that is determined on so many different factors, like all these containers are placed based on what is their destination, what is inside of them. Because for example, if you have a certain type of substance in a container with another type of substance cannot be close to it. It needs to be like 2 rows away from it. There's all kinds of rules and stuff. It's pretty complicated. What's up, Loof? What's up, Demon Days? I bet there isn't a single corn dog on that ship. Yeah, you'd be amazed, actually. Maybe there's corn on it. Is there a refrigerator? There are specific refrigerator ships indeed, but some of the containers on this thing will also be refrigerator containers. So they are loaded on and then they are connected to the ship's power supply so they can keep refrigerating. So there is cool stuff on there for sure. Some skill. I watched it. I think half of YouTube got that video recommended as some skill. The half as interesting video. Yeah, exactly. Do you think every fully loaded cargo ship has at least one container fully illegal substance? I have no idea. I couldn't tell. And there's two types of refrigerator containers as well. So there's the ones that are electrical and they are connected, for example, to the ship or to the truck that's transporting them to keep everything powered and cooled. But for example, in Canada, there are these massive freight trains that go across the whole country. And the trains, of course, don't have power on them. So those refrigerator containers have like a little fuel tank that is filled up with, I guess, diesel to keep the refrigeration going on those containers. So it's a lot less ecological, I think. I've once calmed a small cabin boat, and that was hard. Yeah, it's chilly today, but it's fine. I'm sitting in my car out of the wind. I have a blankie on me. And tomorrow will be nicer. Tomorrow we'll be out again here. But it will be 15 degrees. So that's going to be a bit more enjoyable. Also behind the big ship is another Ro-Ro vehicles carrier. Subsalt, oh my god, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Have you guys had snow recently? Some parts of Belgium had a little layer of snow, but it's already melted. We had hail here. This ship has 1,500 refrigerator plugs. There you go. The more you know. Am I far from home? No, it's like a 20-25 minute drive to where I live. So for me, it's very convenient to come out here. For example, this one that we're spotting now, I was just sitting at home. I looked on the radar and I knew it was in port. So it was already there for a few days. And I looked on the radar and I saw two tugboats going towards it. And I was like, yeah, this is the time to go outside. Let's go grab it. Why not cargo ships? I read an article about it. So they're doing a bit more investigation again into it, into having commercial merchant vessels be nuclear powered. They're researching it. There have been 4 public merchant vessels in the past that were nuclear powered. 3 of them no longer exist. Well, no, 2 of them no longer exist. 1 of them was transferred back to diesel. And there's 1 left in Russia somewhere that is still nuclear powered. But apparently back in the day when they built those, it's not economically viable to have a nuclear powered ship. So that's the main reason they don't exist yet. But they're thinking about it. They're looking into it. So maybe in the future. And of course there is, yeah, as you say, the big military ships, the Navy, those have reactors in them. And the submarines as well, right? They also have nuclear. Dude, I'm stuttering. What is happening? Does Mrs. Pfeiffer like watching ships? She sometimes comes here with me. But she's not as into it as I am, that's for sure. Yeah, so the Sevmore putt that the overlay gave for a minute there, built in 1988, that's a nuclear powered ship. I would assume with the current technology for nuclear power, it might be more feasible to build a economically viable one. But it does seem that shipping is really leaning towards these LNG/methanol powered ships for reducing their carbon footprint. Yeah, that's the only one that's left, May. There's 2 that were scrapped and 1 that was converted back to diesel or whatever, just to fuel. Data center also looking into it. Yep. Yeah. I mean, we all just gotta hope that at some point we can master fusion, nuclear fusion, and then we're good for all our power needs. It's the same, for example, in the 80s and the 70s, we used to have bigger ships than these, that like the one that we're looking at now. Like there were oil tankers that were 450 meters long, but the problem with those was that they were not economically viable as well. They could never be fully loaded. So yeah, you can have such a big boat, but if you can't fully stack it with oil, for example, then yeah, it becomes not economically viable. I posted a picture of one of those very big ships, those very big tankers in my Discord today. If you want to check it out, it looks insane. There's tugboats next to it and they look like little matchboxes. It's absolutely huge. All right, she's getting closer. Oh, I'm getting really chilly now. Do I have some more tea? That is the big question here. Oh, I have like half a cup of tea left, I think. Oh, it's just the bottom. Oh, no. No, it's better than no tea. Let's drink it. Heated gloves and pants. I'm sitting under a blankie. I think I have to bring a thicker blankie. If you were standing over there, you could almost jump onto the ship. I better make it look closer. Yeah, the camera definitely makes it look smaller than it is. Also, they do come pretty close here. Like I think it's like 50 meters from me at when they're really close. A warm water boiler in the car. I just hope that we have a very mild winter. Surprised there's no other spotters here yet. I would have expected a few spotters. Does the river ever get icy? No. In my whole life, I've never seen it frozen over, so no, not really. Not even the sides. It's salty water, right? So it needs to be very cold before it freezes. And we don't really get it that much cold here. Still rainy. So far, so good here. Let's keep it that way until the last two boats of the day have come by. So the Hue is still behind her. Big vehicles carrier. This is considered a river. I call it a river. I don't know if it's a river or a canal or... I've decided on calling it the river. I think it froze over in 1963. That's a long time ago. 70 days of frost was needed. Obviously on the Schelde. Yeah, that's upriver, right? That's really upriver, probably. But we don't get those winters anymore that we used to have. She's leaning a little bit because of the wind banging into her side. So now she's going a little bit into the wind still, but as she turns towards us, she'll have fully the wind in her side. So a video of the Atlantic freezing over a few weeks back. It's wild ocean freezing. It looks slurpy. A slurpee. Yeah. I do remember when I was a kid back in the 90s that there was like a very cold period, and the Belgian coast at the beach, it was also freezing over. So there were like these massive like ice chunks on the beach. It was about a year ago that I was in Ghent. Yes, that was about a year ago. Now I know who you are, Staller and Waldorf. Jesus. It took me all the way until now to figure that out. I knew you were a regular, but he sniped me there. There he is. A cleaner future for shipping. Look at that massive thing coming towards us. You can definitely see it lean a little bit, right? Just a tiny bit. Yeah, it's a little bit blurry because it's optical zoom that I'm doing right now, but yeah, it's cool to see her like this. She's turning. Optical zoom. To all the new people in here, don't forget to drop a follow if you're interested in the shipping stuff, or if you think this is relaxing. Same for the people on YouTube. Don't forget to drop a sub. Click the like icon, or the bell icon on YouTube as well. She really looks fresh, doesn't she? Let me look it up. I want to know when she launched. Singapore Express. Do we know when she was? No. She surely must have been in the news when she was. News 3 weeks ago. Wait, she's not even, she's a month old? Wow. Oh wait, no. I found an article of May. Yeah, in May. So it's an LNG powered ship. Schnurto. And she says she was released. Her maiden voyage was probably in May then. It's also funny for the maiden voyage, for the photos that they took there. I'm looking on my phone through the internet. They put all Hapag-Lloyd, so the company's, the orange containers on her, on the outside. So completely all containers on the outside were orange, and then all in the middle were all the other brands, just for the photo opportunities. So it was all the same color. The Yipeng 3 hasn't, I don't think that one will move in anytime soon. Like the pink one recently, yeah, exactly. Ah, she looks glorious. And very, very clean. Almost not a scratch on her. It's a very narrow bridge though, I have to say. Look how small that bridge building is. Just the inside part. Of course they have the walkways left and right, but a very narrow bridge. Her sister ship, the Hamburg Express, was only christened the beginning of November in Hamburg. There you go. So that's, I guess that's also an LNG ship then, just like this one, LNG powered. That's cool. Good info. Wurstbrot. Wurstbrot. Yeah, I'm bad at German. Alright, I'm fully zoomed out now. This is how big she is. You even see the reflection of the water? Yeah, you did. Oh, really cool. So yeah, she's gonna be too big. I won't be able to get her in one in one frame. We're still waiting on the two camera setup for the stream. Yeah, each of these 40-foot containers, so the big ones that you see here, it can carry 11,000 or 12,000 something of these containers. That's a ton of containers. And yeah, if we line them all up, for all the people who missed it earlier, if you line all the containers that this thing can carry, it's not fully loaded, but if it would be fully loaded, it would form a line of 140 kilometers. Their Amazon delivery is on it. Good. Wow, she's so big. She's absolutely massive. As I said, I'm fully zoomed out right now and she barely fits, not even half of her fits in my frame. You can see all the rigging on the containers. You see like the little X's? That's all the containers that are rigged to each other. And then they're also rigged down to the pillars. Let's grab the thumbnail. Bam! This will be the thumbnail for a YouTube video after I'm done. The two decks below the bridge, there is nothing. Yeah, I know. That's usually how it is. I was looking to see if I could see some kind of like refrigeration units, but I think it's too hard to spot. Also, keep in mind that you see the containers above deck, right? In the hull of the ship, there's like another 12 layers of containers that's in there. So it goes really, really deep into the belly of the ship. Also, I gotta say, she's very quiet. Now that yeah, she almost makes no noises. Even though she's pretty high. She's not that full, actually. If you look at her, you can even see her rudder. Oh, she's really quiet. Wow. Oh, that's also a cool shot. Look at all the colors of the containers. So she's on the way to Southampton, which might be her final stop in Europe before she goes long distance. Presumably to Asia, I think. But it could also be the US. They're mostly close to the bridge. Yeah, I was looking for them over there, but I couldn't spot them. The refrigeration units. Brand spanking new, few months old. Can't believe how quiet she is though. The engine is really quiet. Usually there's like a very narrow purring, like a rumble. Nothing. Not much smoke either yet, because well, she's running on LNG, not on diesel. Maybe an LNG engine is more quiet than a diesel engine. I guess that's maybe one of the reasons. So close to shore. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, 50 to 100 meters now to the shore from where she is. Keep in mind, the width of the ship that you're looking at is 61 meters across. So that's already 60, yeah, she's probably like 200 meters from the shoreline. She's just so big that you start to lose perspective. Maybe the little guy on the beach there can give you some perspective. So there's a person, where is he? And there he is, ducking down. Yeah, there's no, I cannot, it's just, the perspective is gone. A 20 to 30 people crew. Yeah, that's probably the size currently. She also looks a little bit back heavy if you look at her now. But that could be an optical illusion. All right, we got one more ship for today. Then we will wrap things up here. As I said, I will be back to streaming tomorrow as well here. I don't know yet what's coming. You never know what's gonna come in, gonna go out. So it's always exciting to see what we will catch. Our final ship of the day. Woo! Oh, my camera just yoinked sideways. Hang on, let me tighten this up a little bit. There we go. The Hugh Yokohama is the final one of the day, going to Bremerhaven. This one is 180 meters long, 32 meters wide, currently 8.2 meters in the water, sailing under the Norwegian flag and built in 2000. She's also pretty old, 24 years old. Beautiful, those shoe boxes full of cars. Yeah, I call it floating parking garages. A month ago now, I think, it will be a month by now, we had the biggest one in the world of these. So that's from the same company. And the biggest one in the world can carry 9,100 cars. Can you believe it? 9,100 cars on one ship. This one is less. I don't know what the capacity is. I can't see for this one, but yeah. You didn't know that Belgium? Oh yeah, we have a few car factories. There's one here in Ghent. And there's a regular line of these ships, well, from another company, between Ghent and Gothenburg, because yeah, it's a Volvo factory, so they make Volvos here. Another cool thing with these ships is that a lot of them have movable decks, so they can move the entire deck up and down to make more room for, let's say, like a tractor. If they have to move tractors or other big gear, they can move the floors, so they have more space for bigger vehicles. Look at that beautiful shoebox coming by. Audi rip. Yeah, we had an Audi factory. Not anymore though. All right, let's take one more look at our big ship. Even from here, she looks majestic. There we go. All right, I think this is a very pretty view to wrap things up for today. As I said, I'll be back tomorrow. If you're new here and you want to see more, don't forget to follow or subscribe if you're on the YouTube. Oh, we got a YouTube chatter, I think. Is that a YouTube chatter? No, it's a first-time chatter. Interesting hobby. Genuinely curious what aspects you enjoy. For me, it's mostly the relaxing part of it. I just enjoy sitting or standing here by the river and waiting on the ships, because yeah, they're slow. It slows me down. So I just find it very relaxing. And of course, it's impressive if you can catch these very, very large ships. They never get boring to me. Yeah, so as I was saying, drop a follow or subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube. And then all that's left for me to do is press this button. Okay, also, if you want to talk more ship or want to stay more up to date on the stream, you can join our Discord. The link should be somewhere. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all for hanging out with me and watching this massive ship come by. It's been good fun. And I'll see some of you, or maybe all of you, tomorrow. Bye-bye.